Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a card using the Sizzix Thin That's Colorized Winifred. The number is 664430 and there's 8 dies in this set. I'm not going to make a zebra, I'm going to make horses. I'm going to make one full horse and I'm going to make 2 horses' heads. As you've seen from the picture at the beginning. Now, this card took an awful lot of doing. So I fast forwarded through, I would say 98% of it really. Can I have some feedback on this as well, just to see what your thoughts are on it? If I'd left it the full time, it was going to be 3.5 hours long, which is just far too long. And it'd take me a week to get it uploaded anyway. So what I've done is I've cut the initial horse out in, or zebra out in just brown card, and I think it's about, it's not thick, it's about 120 GSM, maybe a little bit thicker. And I've cut all the pieces out, obviously, as you can see, in the same colour. But as I'm shading him and blending him, I'm doing it as I'm putting him together, and you'll see I keep changing the colours slightly. I know I'm using browns over browns, but it does work. I was a little bit dubious to start with, but I do feel that it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some music and stop when I want to tell you something else about the video. So I'll just take this opportunity to thank everybody for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, new and old subscribers, for keeping coming to look at my channel. It is growing slowly, which I'm absolutely chuffed to bits about. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do so. It is free, it doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help my channel. So now I'm going to pop you some music on while you watch me create this horse. I'm now sharpening my pickup stick, and I'm using a pencil sharpener just to put the point back on to make it easier. I don't know how anybody else sharpens them. Some people actually melt the wax, but I don't think that's the way to go. But this works for me, and it's whatever works for everybody else. I'm now deciding what paper I'm going to use for the heads that I'm going to create. I've decided on using white paper, white cardstock. So this is a linen cardstock that I'm using. I've turned it over, so I'm using the smooth side of it. And for this particular horse, I'm going to use the grey. So I'm going grayscale. And again, I'm going to fast forward it for you, but it is only the head. How do you think that the horse has turned out? Um, I think he's quite good. I'm quite pleased with him. Back to the music. now all the horses have been finished, just having a quick clean up, and we're going to start positioning them, well, figuring out how we want them on the card. I want it so that you can't see any of the edges of the horse. I do think they look quite sweet. Oh dear. So now I've got them in the position that I want them, I'm going to glue them together. Just so it just ends up as one piece. Easier to move around, putting a little bit of weight on it just to make sure they stay down. And now I'm going to use, I think it was, just looking over, it was peeled paint that I'm putting on the back of on the sheet, and this stencil came from Timo. It was a pack of, I think it was a pack of 12 in it for £2. And I'm using my homemade paste for this. I should have given it a right well good stir, but I didn't. So this is taking a little bit longer than what it should have done. I made this paste about 4 or 5 months ago, and it's still going strong. So just going to pop off now, which you don't see, and I'm going to wash all my implements that I've used. Now I'm using a die set that's just going to spell out the young lady's name who's the card's for. She's called Clara. And I've just doubled these up as well. I used double-sided tape on them when I was cutting them out as well, so they would be easier to stick together with them being quite small. And you see I'm struggling with this last one, and I think I'm just going to put some glue on the back of it because it won't go down. Putting some grounding for the horse to stand on. So I'm just using Colop glue to stick him down with. The card that I'm using now, it is 5 1/4. The matten layer is 5 1/2, and the card base itself is just over 5 1/2. Is it? It's just over 5 3/4. So I'm using my Colop Earmark Create for the sentiments, which are really, really good. I've used hay, as in hay, what the horses eat. And you'll see that I've done that second sentiment twice because it was too far over to the left hand side. The card base is using a beautiful cardstock that I use from Sintengo, and I'll put the link in the description, which I can do now. I can put all the links in, which I will do for everything that I've used. This is a little tip that you've just seen me do there. The piece of card that I was cutting was too small, so I've used a little bit of mint tape on it to extend the length so you can get it nearer, closer, you know what I mean. And this is the last of the roll of the foam tape that I use. I get that from Sticks too. It's really, really good. I don't use anything else. If I do use anything else, it's because I'm using old stock. And I'm just going to be using as well my T-square. It's a 6-inch T-square, which is a lot better because my table and work area isn't that big, and I've got a lot of stuff on it, but you don't hear me say that out loud. So I'm just using some embellishments on there now. I got them from I can't remember. I've had them a while. But the sequins without the holes in, I don't like them with the holes in. I couldn't decide whether I was going to use bronze or gold, but I've gone with the gold. I'd also got some of the cream iridescent ones, and I just haven't used them. I don't like them that much. So there's my finished card. I'm just using Colop glue just to stick it down as well. So thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you again for everybody that has done, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Bye.